Let me make this real clear from the jump. Terry McLaurin ain't your average wideout. Bruh, this man been balling in silence for half a decade, catching passes from a rotating door of quarterbacks, and still out here stacking 1,000-yard seasons like it's nothing. And now, word comes from Mary Kay Cabot. That's Cleveland royalty when it comes to sports journalism, that the Browns should be looking around. Just in case. Now hold up. She ain't say a trade is happening. Ain't say nobody picking up the phone. But she did say, when a talent like Terry McLaurin becomes available, you at least consider it. So what on C gon' do today? I'ma break this thing all the way down. The man, the money, the motives, the match, and whether Cleveland should go get their Roan of the future. Let's ride. Now first off, let's talk about the player. Terry McLaurin was drafted in the 3rd round of the 2019 draft out of Ohio State. That boy wasn't no 5-star recruit, wasn't no media darling, but he came into the league ready-made, professional, quiet, respectful. But every DB that lined up across from him, they left that field bruised, embarrassed, and wondering what just hit. Let's talk numbers, dog. 5 straight 1,000-yard seasons, 82 catches, 1,096 yards, 13 touchdowns in 24. And he did it all with him. Carson Wentz, Case Keenum, and now Jaden Daniels. That's what I call adversity-proof production. This man ain't flashy, but his route running is surgical. He get open like Uber Eats during a rainstorm. Fast, reliable, and always shows up. All right, now here's where things get spicy. McLaurin signed a 3-year, $68 million extension back in 2022. At the time, that was a great deal. But now, the market done moved. Amon-Ra got $30 money. Jalen Waddle got paid. Even Devonta Smith cashing out. So where my Ray's at? And I can't blame him, dog. Dude showing up every season, doing elite work, and his deal looking old school now. He skipped voluntary OTAs. Then he missed mandatory minicamp. That ain't no coincidence. That's a statement. The Commanders, they got a shiny new toy in Jaden Daniels. But if they want that rookie to succeed, they better make sure Ronan packing his bags. You don't groom a young QB by taking away his best weapon. Now let's be clear. Mary Kay Cabot ain't one to just toss rumors for likes. What did she actually say? When a Terry McLaurin comes along, you have to at least consider it. You have to look into it, weighing the pros and cons, and how it may look over the next 4 years. That's not a prediction. That's not a source says. That's common football sense. And she added, I don't get the sense right now that the Browns are looking to add a high-priced wide receiver. Okay. So let's translate that in Uncle Shannon terms. She's saying this ain't a rumor. It's a scenario. A reminder. If the Commanders fumble this McLaurin deal, smart teams like Cleveland better be ready. And you know what? She's right. Now this is where I start rubbing my hands like bird. Picture this. Deshaun Watson, trying to return to MVP form, gets a Roan who ain't just fast or tall, but precise, reliable, and always open. McLaurin ain't a diva. He don't need 15 targets a game to stay locked in. That's perfect for a Browns offense trying to balance run and pass. Let's break down that double room. Amari Cooper, 30 years old, in a contract year. Elijah Moore, still potential, but no proof yet. Cedric Tillman might be something in 2025, but you betting on that? Now add McLaurin to that group? Bro, Now you got a horse who can separate, block, and finish plays. The Browns would go from playoff hopefuls to Super Bowl contenders in the AFC. Now you'll know Uncle Shay love numbers too. Let's talk business. 1. Cap space. The Browns can make room. Die before with Dizon's restructure. Trade package. What would it take? Maybe a second-round pick, a conditional fourth, or a young player like David Bell, or a rotational defender 3. Long-term outlook, if you trade for McLaurin, you gotta pay McLaurin. Think $28. 30 happy over 3 or 4 years. That's a big check. But this ain't no risky investment. This is stable returns, dog. Now if I'm the Commanders, I ain't trading McLaurin unless I absolutely have to. Jaden Daniels needs him. Dan Quinn needs veteran. Cliff Kingsbury's offense needs a technician. Terry's that glue guy every rebuilding team needs to hold the locker room together. You let him go. You better replace not just production, but present. But if this holdout gets real serious, like week 1 in doubt serious, then the phones will ring, and the Browns better be one of the first ones on the line. Let's be honest. Terry McLaurin on the block. That ain't just Cleveland's concern. There's 31 war rooms whispering right now. Buffalo? After losing Diggs. Patriots? Don't got a Roan in sight. Jets? Rodgers would love a sure-handed route master. Cowboys? Jerry always got an eye for a splash. Well, if they're serious, they better be bold. Ain't no time to wait around. You don't let a top 15 hour hit the market without making a move. Terry McLaurin ain't out here posting cryptic tweets. He ain't causing drama. But when a man like that skips camp, that's code for pay me or play without me. And if Washington don't hesitate, the smart teams, the ones that want to win now, they gon' pounce. The Browns are close, real close. They got a top defense. They got Dizon locked in. They got a run game that can eat clock and win cold weather games. What they don't have, a Roan who brings consistent elite-level production without the ego. Terry McLaurin is that guy. So Mary Kay ain't lying when she says, you gotta at least consider it. Because in this league, you don't win with maybe. You win with moves. Bold ones. So Andrew Berry, pick up that phone.